Chosen ones, you scored 100% on a secret financial exam. Prepare for what's coming. It may surprise or even shock you to hear what I'm about to say. But if you're seeing this video right now, it's no accident. Your spirit has been training in the shadows, battered by trials you never fully understood, only to emerge now in a feat so grand it defies normal logic. You have passed a secret test, an invisible gauntlet of financial potential, and you've scored a perfect 100%. Every trial you survived, every bit of adversity wrestled to the ground, has shaped you into the unstoppable force that now stands at the brink of overwhelming victory. This isn't a story of timid hopes or half measures. It's a clarion call to rise, to grip your destiny with both hands and never look back. If your heart is pounding with the truth of it, like this video, subscribe and comment 77 feet below to declare you are ready for the unstoppable surge that's about to redefine your future. Chapter 1. A door you once feared is about to open. Imagine the corridor you've walked for years, cold, unyielding walls of routine and survival. Sometimes you glimpsed an odd door at the end, one that promised greater things, but you always assumed it was locked. The door seemed sealed, beyond your rank, beyond your so-called limits. Yet now, in the wake of your perfect performance on a test you never saw coming, that door is creaking open. You can practically hear its hinges groan under the immense possibility pushing it wide. Only days ago, you might have shrugged off the strange notion that you were being measured against some cosmic standard. But that's exactly what's happened. Your spirit was tested through hardship, unexpected responsibilities, even fleeting chance events that shaped your mindset about money, self-worth, and your power to manifest change. You didn't realize it at the time, but each obstacle was a question on the exam, each triumphant answer, the tally of your final score. And now, standing at the threshold of this once feared door, you're poised to reap the rewards of your unwavering diligence. Yes, you might sense a swirl of excitement and dread. Past illusions told you that financial breakthroughs are for others, not you. But illusions are just that, shadows that vanish under the blaze of awakened truth. The door is opening because you have proven, even to yourself, that you can handle the weight of this bounty. It's not a door to easy street, but a gateway to expansive challenges and exponential rewards. The very air around you crackles with the energy of transformation, of unstoppable creation. Reaching out to turn that handle can feel like stepping off the edge of a cliff. You might wonder if you truly have the mettle to navigate what lies beyond. That's normal. The leap of faith it demands is precisely why it's been offered to you. Dear chosen one, this door remains closed to those who haven't wrestled with their limiting beliefs, who haven't passed the quiet tests of character, perseverance, and grit that you have. Today it bows open for you with a whispered enter. So gather every ounce of courage. That feeling in your gut, that half thrill, half terror, is the sign you're exactly where you need to be. You stand on the cusp of realms that used to be only fantasies in your idle hours. If you sense your spirit trembling with the magnitude of what awaits, know that's the precise proof you're ready to accept it. Step through that door, confident that all the nights of uncertainty, the tears of frustration, and the incremental victories have prepared you for this. And as you cross the threshold, the world you used to know recedes like a faint memory, leaving you in a landscape of infinite possibility, your footsteps echoing with unstoppable purpose. Chapter 2. The Invisible Test. You already passed. You might be questioning, where was this test? I don't recall a desk, a paper, or an exam proctor. Yet you lived it, every day. Life itself orchestrated a set of challenges that assessed your capacity for resilience, honesty, resourcefulness, and faith. Each time you resisted the temptation to cut corners. Each time you helped someone in need, despite your own shortfall. Each time you persevered through financial struggle without succumbing to bitterness. That was a question answered correctly. Bit by bit, you accumulated a perfect score. Though it felt like barely limping from one day to the next, the key lies in the quiet details. Did you remain generous when logic told you to hoard your resources? Did you trust your inner prompting to invest time or money into a dream nobody else understood? Were you steadfast in the face of repeated discouragement, clinging to the spark of belief that you were meant for more? Each example was a silent riddle, testing whether you would treat money as a god or as a tool. Whether you would cling to scarcity thinking or push into abundance. Many failed this exam without even realizing it. They chase quick fixes, exploit others, or let cynicism erode their will. They failed by ignoring the subtle moral crossroads that appear in daily life. But you, dear chosen one, overcame, not through flamboyant gestures, but through quietly consistent choices. The final score, a perfect 100%. Some part of you might scoff, how could you be perfect? Yet it wasn't about never stumbling. It was about getting up every single time, never letting despair trap you into becoming someone less than you are. Now that the exam is over, you receive the benefits of your success. Consider it universal law. Moral and spiritual alignment eventually yield tangible rewards. While cynics call it coincidence or luck, you know better. Your unwavering heart set the stage for unexpected breakthroughs that no amount of raw cunning could ever replicate. The moral scaffolding you built stands as a foundation for wealth that won't crumble under external pressures or internal sabotage. Perhaps you look around and see no immediate sign of this massive shift. Patience, dear one. The seeds you've sown are stirring beneath the soil, soon to erupt in ways that will leave you breathless. Watch for small signals in the form of surprising phone calls or random encounters. The universe is weaving your answers into reality. What once felt distant and locked away is now bending toward you, all because you passed the test you never even knew you were taking. Realize, too, that recognition of your perfect score doesn't elevate you to unattainable status. It situates you as a beacon for those still grappling with their hidden trials. This victory is not about gloating. It's about stepping forward to claim the resources, alliances, and responsibilities aligned with your proven worthiness. When you reflect on the lonely nights and the stretch of adversity you endured, remember, they were your test proctor in disguise. Now that you've waited, your life is ready to ascend to realms you once dared only to imagine in your wildest hopes. Chapter 3. Prepare for an upward surge. Imagine standing on a launch pad, flames erupting around you, but you're perfectly calm in the center of it all. That's what it feels like when you're on the cusp of a major upward surge, an explosive shift that propels you from limited resources to a level of financial and personal freedom that dwarfs your old conceptions of success. There's a sense of calm mixed with adrenaline, a strange mix that says both, we are about to go supersonic, and yes, I can handle it. This surge doesn't happen in a vacuum. It arrives on the heels of your unwavering growth, the trials, the invisible exam, the incremental leaps of faith. They've built up pressure behind the scenes, forging you into a rocket primed for liftoff. Now the time is here, and that stored momentum insists on release. People around you might sense the tension in the air, as if the atmosphere crackles whenever you enter a room. Don't be surprised if you attract new opportunities or resources so suddenly it feels uncanny. But step carefully. An upward surge demands more than just willingness. It demands readiness to juggle new demands, stand in the spotlight you once shunned, and take bigger risks that yield greater rewards. It's not simply a ride you can sit through. Each choice you make in this phase sets the trajectory. Choose well and you'll climb stratospheric heights. Hesitate or revert to old patterns and you risk stalling mid-flight. Simultaneously, a measure of humility is required. The surge is not a free pass to boastful pride, but a call to deeper service. The financial upswing you're about to experience is meant to elevate not just you, but also those in your orbit who can be inspired or helped by your success. Do not hoard your blessings behind walls of vanity. Instead, let your abundance be a fountain where many can drink, each step you take reinforcing the cosmic law that generosity expands fortune, while selfishness strangles it. You will also notice a shift in your social circle. Some individuals will cheer your ascent with genuine admiration. Others may view it with skepticism or envy. Let them react how they will. You can't control their hearts. The surge is your path, your destiny, woven by threads beyond mortal comprehension. Attempting to minimize yourself to soothe others only delays your rightful place in the greater tapestry. So brace yourself, chosen one, as this upward force intensifies. The days of shrinking or apologizing for your ambitions are gone. The old illusions that pinned you to lesser aims have dissolved. This next wave rushes forward, unstoppable, carrying you higher than your previous vantage points. Listen to your intuition, keep your focus, and trust the swirl of serendipity that can blossom when your spirit is in full alignment. Before long, you'll be looking back at this moment as the calm before the leap, the final breath before you soared into an existence that once felt too grand to be real. Chapter 4. Protecting your newfound level. Success can bring unintended challenges in its wake, especially the type of success that arrives swiftly and powerfully. As your life expands in ways you only fantasized about, it becomes vital to protect this newly gained level of wealth, opportunity, and confidence. Think of it like fortifying the freshly conquered castle. You must ensure your fortress remains standing against the inevitable tests that accompany any great leap forward. One of the first steps to safeguarding your new realm is setting boundaries, both with people and your own habits. Old acquaintances, seeing your rise, might swarm you with requests, expecting a slice of your good fortune. It's easy to slip into guilt or a savior complex, distributing resources without discernment until you find yourself compromised. Embrace clarity and kindness, but do not become a resource for others' complacency. True generosity fuels empowerment, not dependency. Then there's the matter of personal indulgences. With new financial freedom, temptations abound. Lavish spending sprees, get-rich-quick schemes, or an over-reliance on external validations. Be mindful. You must remain the master of your prosperity, not its captive. Purpose-driven spending, wise investments, and a sense of restraint underscore that you're in this for the long haul. You didn't come this far to let impulsive urges squander the blessings you so painstakingly earned. Even your circle of advisors matters more now. Seek out mentors or consultants who understand this elevated playing field. Let them help you manage your resources wisely while you remain anchored in the spirit that brought you here: vision, resilience, and moral grounding. Your new achievements do not make you omniscient. Rather, they underscore the importance of synergy with trustworthy guides. Be wary, too, of subtle arrogance. A sudden rush of recognition or capital can kindle a belief that you've outgrown the moral checks and balances that shaped you. The moment you believe you're above the universal laws of humility, you sow the seeds of downfall. Remember, the same cosmic or divine forces that orchestrated your success can just as swiftly bring you lessons if you veer off course. It's no threat, but a reminder that you stand not solely on your own prowess, but on a grand tapestry of supportive energies. And do not forget your original reasons for seeking prosperity. Often, it wasn't just about personal luxury, but about freedom: the freedom to shape your life's narrative, to elevate loved ones, or to create something meaningful in a world that sorely needs it. Cling to that motivation as your anchor. When storms blow, or when the illusions of endless ease creep in, remembering your foundational why will keep your fortress sturdy. In essence, protecting this new level means nurturing it with the same courage and wisdom that secured your rise in the first place. Each sunrise is an opportunity to strengthen your defenses, aligning your daily actions with the unstoppable truth that you have become a beacon of what's possible. Whether in finances, relationships, or internal growth, you hold the pen of your unfolding story. Determine never to let your success sink you into complacency. Guard what you've gained, my dear chosen one, for it is the harvest of your unwavering resolve, and it's only the beginning. Chapter 5. The Final Cleansing of Self-Doubt. No matter how high you soar, a faint echo of self-doubt can still rattle in your mind. It might whisper that your perfect score on this secret test was a fluke, that the upward surge could be a temporary glitch. This voice of doubt is not new. It's the same gremlin that once told you to wait, to gather more evidence, or to cling to a safe but stagnant existence. Now more than ever, you must banish it from your inner sanctum. This final cleansing of doubt is crucial, akin to trimming dead branches from a thriving tree. You've built a new life posture that resonates with abundance and unstoppable purpose. Yet if you let old insecurities fester, they can erode your joy, stifling the full bloom of your transformation. Picture an eagle weighed down by a single chain. It only takes one tether to stop a majestic creature from taking flight. So do not permit even that single chain to remain. Begin by acknowledging that you didn't merely luck into this. The path you walked, through adversity, unwavering moral stands, leaps of faith, earned you the cosmic green light. That's not arrogance, it's truth. Recognize also that you're not done learning, and that's fine. It doesn't invalidate your achievements. It simply means you're a masterpiece in progress, refining what's already splendid. The difference is that this new perspective cements your confidence rather than letting any misstep sabotage it. Look also at how your external life is shifting to mirror your internal resolve. People and opportunities align in ways too perfect for random chance. You sense the currents around you gently adjusting, as if honoring the strength you stand in. Can't buy that kind of serendipity. It's the fruit of alignment. Let that reassure you that your achievements aren't illusions waiting to crumble. For any lingering doubt that claims this might be too good to be true, respond calmly but firmly. I have paid the price. I have done the work, and I have permission to shine. Sometimes you may need daily affirmations or quiet meditations to keep your mindset guarded against negativity. Lean on these practices as a fortress of calm. Each time self-doubt attempts to slip through the gate, stand tall in the knowledge that your entire being has proven itself worthy. This cleansing is not about never feeling fear. Fear serves to keep you shocked and humble, but fear must never rule you. Where once it whispered, "Wait," you now command it to stand aside as you stride forward. Instead of letting fear anchor you, transform it into a propellant. A reminder that you're playing in a round larger than your old comfort zone. That in itself is a testament to your progress. Thus, the final veil of doubt dissolves, leaving your soul crisp with clarity and determination. You embrace both the immensity of your gifts and the humility that invites ongoing growth. Free of the toxins of self-sabotage, you stand on a mountaintop, wind in your hair, eyes shining with the unstoppable force of a being who knows they've earned this vantage. And from here, you see not just a new horizon, but the endless beckoning of horizons yet to come. Chapter 6. Sounding the Call for Others. Now that you've dismantled illusions, soared past your old limitations, and locked in your new vantage, a new obligation emerges. You, dear chosen one, become a herald for others yet searching in the dark. Like a candle flame that ignites another wick without losing any of its own brilliance, your newfound intensity can spark revelations in people around you. As they witness your transformation, they realize a path might exist for them too. You'll find that conversations shift. Where old acquaintances once spoke of trivial matters or negativity, they now lean in, curious about your story. They sense an authority in your words, an authenticity that resonates through their veils of doubt. This is not about preaching, it's about shining so brightly that others can't help but be drawn to the light. Indeed, your aura itself, charged by the cosmic synergy of your success, offers silent testimony that the impossible can yield to determined faith. You may also feel compelled to carve out spaces, maybe online communities, local meetups, or creative collaborations, where people can share their visions without fear of ridicule. These spaces become havens for kindred spirits, each seeking their own piece of unstoppable destiny. You don't present yourself as a guru, but as a fellow traveler who discovered a vantage others can reach if they refuse to surrender to fear. In this sense, you champion not just your cause, but the cause of every soul longing to break free. As your call resonates, don't be shocked if it stirs critics or cynics. Some are too entrenched in their own illusions, threatened by the idea that success might be accessible to all. Let them balk. You didn't rise to argue with every skeptic. Your role is to keep the flame of possibility alive. The doubters will either come around in time or remain on the sidelines of their own potential. Nothing can quench your mission if you remain steadfast. And notice, too, that by lifting others, you rise higher. There's an exponential effect at play. Each soul you help usher into a new realm of belief or breakthrough forms a link in the chain that fortifies your own standing. Prosperity, love, and abundance multiply when shared. The old ways taught competition, but your journey has shown that synergy fosters bigger, faster expansions. The cosmic current you tapped into thrives on unity of purpose, not one-upmanship. You become an unstoppable transmitter of hope, bridging the gap between your triumph and the next wave of chosen ones awakening to their call. This is how your legacy expands. It's not just the sum of your personal achievements. It's the ripple effect, the gatherings of awakened individuals standing in solidarity. And if you listen closely to the pulse of life, you'll notice the throbbing beat of a better world in the making. A world shaped by those who turned away from fear and stepped into the shoes of their own greatness. By sounding the call for others, you fulfill a deeper layer of your destiny to awaken, ascend, and then inspire new ascensions in turn. Chapter 7. The Unfolding Legacy. Having navigated the labyrinth of excuses, harnessed your renewed intuition, embraced the unstoppable surge, and lit the way for others, you stand at the cusp of an ever-evolving future. This is not an ending, but the continuation of a legend that grows richer with every heartbeat. Each new day, each new opportunity, and each new challenge adds another brushstroke to the grand mosaic of your unfolding legacy. Legacy, in this sense, isn't about vain statues or nameplates in gilded halls. It's about the persistent impact of your faith-filled actions that ripple through generations to come. You've proven that nobody, no matter how ordinary their beginnings, is destined to remain small if they dare to heed the unstoppable call. This is the inheritance you're forging, a demonstration that, with grit and guidance, a single spirit can dismantle eons of limiting beliefs, break cyclical poverty or fear, and lay the foundation for a lineage unencumbered by timidity. Yet the story is still in motion. Even as you find yourself exhaling with satisfaction at how far you've come, a deeper part of you recognizes another horizon forming on the edge of your consciousness. There will be bigger quests, projects that stretch your imagination further, partnerships that challenge you to evolve, and even conflicts that make you delve deeper into the wells of your fortitude. Life remains a fluid canvas. You're the artist, the choreographer, free to orchestrate new dances of expansion. As each dawn breaks, you might wonder how to maintain the spark of your unstoppable spirit in the face of the unknown. The answer is the same mixture of resilience, faith, and unwavering self-belief that carried you through every rung of your ascent so far. Remember the tough nights, the illusions you smashed, and the unstoppable synergy that erupted once you owned your destiny. That synergy hasn't fled. It intensifies with each moment you stay aligned to your calling. So onward you go, forging connections that widen your reach, seizing possibilities too grand for your former self even to imagine. Though the stage might get bigger and the stakes higher, your anchor remains the bedrock convictions you formed. In each new triumph or trial, you hear the echo of your own vow to never again live small or uncertain. That vow becomes the clarion each time fear tries to slip back into your mind. Hence the legacy you're forging, itself day by day, victory by victory, unfolds without boundary. As you continue, you leave footprints for others to follow, footprints that spark their own leaps of faith. And even if the path grows complicated, trust the unstoppable chain reaction you've initiated. Your perfect score on the secret exam was no fluke. It was cosmic confirmation that you were meant to stand at the helm of an extraordinary life. And as the pages turn, your unfolding legacy becomes not just your story, but the hope of those who glimpse your light and realize they too were always born to be unstoppable.